I tend to try not to think about death. I know it's going to happen to me someday, but I'm hoping that that day is far away. However, recently, as a lot of you know, especially those of you that follow me on Twitter, my brother-in-law passed away, and it was devastating. He was diagnosed with cancer 2 days before Christmas, and he was gone within 3 weeks. Like, it took him fast. And it caused me to reflect a lot. He had so many people who loved him and who loved his music, and I don't think he ever met a person whose life he didn't touch somehow. That made me think of my father's passing 10 years ago. And I've been thinking a lot about it and kind of reflecting on things and just thinking about death lately, like about the fact that I don't have a will, but I have kids. And I don't like to think about it because I'm only 40, but James, my brother-in-law, was only 31. So I'm sort of thinking maybe I should start thinking about a will. Maybe it's an important thing. You know, and it also gets you thinking, when you start to think about making out a will, you start to think about who am I and what was my mark on this earth? What is my thumbprint on the earth? What is my thumbprint on the lives that I've touched? Who am I? And you know, the more I think about the who am I question, the more I think that it's the things that we do who make us who we are. The things we've done, the things we've seen, that makes us who we are today. Everything that we've gone through. And that's why I don't think anybody ever fully grasps the meaning of life. Because you never know the meaning of life until your life is done, because it's everything that you're doing. The meaning of life continually changes as you're going through things and as you change, because we all change. We all go through changes in our lives. And that got me to thinking about, what legacy do we leave behind? Well, our legacy, I guess, is everything that we do. Everything that we do in our lives. And what do I want my legacy to be? And how can I make sure that I leave a good legacy for my children? And how can I think you grasp what I'm saying here is to, you know, the legacy we leave behind is what we say and do and the type of person that we are. And thinking about legacies and wills and who I am and everything has me thinking about what happens. Like, nobody can tell us what happens when we die, because nobody has ever lived through dying to tell the story. But is it an automatic lights out and everything stops? Is it like when we fall asleep? We all know, you know, the funeral and the burial and everything, but what really, it just makes you wonder what it's like. Or is there another dimension where people who have passed away go and meet up with each other and, you know, that sort of thing? It just really makes you sit and think and wonder about all these things and just put everything into perspective and take some time to reflect on your life and on who you are. And I've been reflecting a lot on James's life, and, you know, I don't think anybody could have left behind a more powerful legacy than he did. He seriously touched the lives of so many people through his music and through his outgoing personality. He had a way of befriending anyone. If you met him for the first time, he would make you feel like you had known him for years. He radiated sunshine constantly. I never saw him without a smile on his face. And you know, the more I think about it, that's the kind of legacy I want to leave behind. That's how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as somebody who made people smile. I want to be remembered as somebody who left a thumbprint on people's lives, who really impacted people, who really touched the lives of people around them. I'm really curious to know what your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on death, dying, the legacy you leave behind, the thumbprint you want to leave on the world, the meaning of life, who you are. I know these are broad spectrum subjects, but I'm just curious because we all come from different places. We're all in different places in our lives. We've all gone through different things. And I'm curious to know what your thoughts on these subjects are. So if you could leave your thoughts on the subjects in the comments below, and let's discuss it. Till next time, talk to you later, YouTube.